everybody, we are doing a video on how to feed little babos with flies, because I know it took me a while to get a handle on it, and there's a lot of people that don't use flies because they are kind of a pain to use. So what we use is the Josh's Frogs Bug Off. It's great. You take it and you put a thin layer around the top, and the flies cannot go past the barrier. So you can put a bunch in here, a lot actually, and use it really easily to feed with. So, but it does take this 30 minutes or so to dry, and you do want to put at least 3 coats on. So if you are using it, you want to do it beforehand. All right, let's get to the feeding. Okay, so something else I forgot to mention is that if you put these guys, the flies, with the culture in the freezer for 30 seconds, it slows them down enough for you to put it into a cup and then pour them into here. So apologize for that, but here we go. So these are some of the babies that we'll be working with. I just kind of wanted to show you the quick and easy way to do this. Especially if you're dealing with tarantulas for the first time or spiders for the first time, and you've never dealt with a babo that's super tiny. It can be a little bit crazy because they do love to run. So what I have found is you make sure that you have your water, because they do need water, and your flies. So then you take it and you just barely open it on the side, like so, okay? So you have the side that the spider's on the side that's still closed. So you lift this side partially. That way they can't run out, or less chance for them to run out. They still can run out, but it's less chance. And then you take your spritzer, you spray the corner, just a few squirts, because what that does is it gives them some moisture, which they need. Then you take your flies, tilt it sideways, and tap it. So you want to get about 3 in there, 1, 2, 3. Then seal the top. And you're good to go. The flies are inside and the little one can chase after them. You want about 3 flies. You don't want more than that. So one of the main reasons why I prefer flies is because you can actually, which is easier, use like mealworms or whatever, cut them up and toss them in here because they will feed on it. But my personal issue with this is that if you're not removing it right away, usually you'll get mold with it. So if you're good at keeping up with taking them out on a regular basis, that's not an issue. But taking this out is very important because it does help keep the babo okay. And because this one is kind of tubby, he's not really moving around very much, so we're good there. So put the lid on partially, then take your flies, because we've already sprayed it down, drop a few in there and close it up, and you're on to the next. When you're using flies, using them for a lot of these guys is actually a lot quicker and more efficient for them anyway, and it's less worry about the mold and things like that can get caught in there. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, but I figured this would be a quick and easy way to explain. Really easy to be able to feed, especially your faster ones that move around a lot, such as the Achiliobrachys. This one is the Discalus, thank you. They are super fast, and so when you lift the corner, you can see there's a lot of webbing as well. When you do it from this perspective, you just spray a little bit, because they are really fast. Spray a little bit in there and drop in the flies. Oop. And we are good to go. They usually have a lot of webbing as well, so they catch the flies very easily. But there you go, and have a great day, guys. Bye.